All right, this is mission 2, and this is where your brother shows off how to fight in space. And check this out. You are not ready for this. So this is supposed to be your brother.
All right, Ace. Thanks to that little scrap you and Aaron got yourselves into.
So I never, even as a kid, I have no idea why he has, what is this, an Irish accent?
It's evident you've learned something useful from all those space combat syndromes.
I suppose. Irish people in space?
Well, I don't care specifically that it's Irish people in space. What I'm wondering is, how is this your brother? Why isn't everybody else in your family have a Irish accent?
Yeah.
Like, is he adopted or something? I'm wondering if, like, I missed something in the instruction booklet, because it actually does. Emon Azamine, your middle brother and second line inherit the family business. Okay, Emon Azamine, your middle brother and second in line to inherit the family business. He's a skilled pilot whose hot temper sometimes affects his better judgment. If there's a fight nearby, Emon is probably involved. Aaron once said trouble clings to Emon like iron fillings to a magnet, and he wouldn't want it any other way. But it doesn't explain why he has an Irish accent.
I guess he just inherited all the Irish genes of the family.
Probably.
So what's the mission of this?
So the mission is basically he's going to be showing you how to fire in basically what is it called? A gun turret. Like in episode 4 where Luke and Han fight in the Millennium Falcon's gun turrets to fight off those 4 TIE fighters. So throughout this whole mission, MK is going to be actually flying the ship. And then you get immediately booted into the gunner turret.
I know. I'm just rousing you a little. Hope you're enjoying the ride in the gunner's turret, little brother.
Don't get too cocky.
No.
Alright, MK. Park your ship above that rendezvous buoy.
Emon will drop off a few drones while he explains.
Alright. So, Emon actually has a fire spray. Basically, Boba Hutt's ship. Which is actually pretty cool. And all he's going to do is just going to be dropping off some drones and then kind of exposit what exactly you inspect when you inspect something. On the inspection, oh geez, what is it called? I'm gonna have to go through this again. The combat, what is it? The display CMD. If you don't like the cockpit visual, you can actually turn off the cockpit visuals so that you can actually just see straight, because sometimes maybe like a target might go past what you can visually see. I like to keep it on though, in order to get a visual representation of where the heck I am in the gunner's turret.
Well, it's also for immersion.
That too. Anyway, what the CMD actually displays, it'll display the name and the type of ship that's flying. So here it says satellite, what is that, a 3? Drone, no, satellite type 2, drone 2. And underneath that it shows orbiting, and it shows a little number at the side. Basically that's the number on how far away from that target's goal it is. And so it's right now it's constantly staying there, but in other cases, like if you're targeting a ship and it says hypering out of area, like what Emon is doing right now, the number is going down, and that shows how far away from the target from his target he is. Check this out though. When you go into hyperspace in the gunner's turret, when you go into hyperspace, hang on. Okay, so the stars fly by, but then all of a sudden it's in a physical impossibility right here.
Yeah, it like tries to keep from the cockpit, like going straight forward, but then just does the blue swirly.
Well, right.
Straight on.
They didn't have a render of the blue swirly from the side. They only had it from the front, and so they could animate the stars flying by the correct direction, but they couldn't for this one. For this one, all you're doing is just destroying all the containers. I remember when I was a kid, I had made the mistake that the container wasn't actually destroyed until it had actually physically blown up. In this game, it actually takes a while for many things to explode. So in the CMD, you'll see the shield rating, the hull rating, and basically when the hull rating goes down to 0, it's destroyed, and you can move on to the next. My mistake was when I was a kid, was that even though the hull rating went down and it had not yet exploded, I thought it wasn't destroyed yet.
Let me show you how it's done.
So this is all this is basically the entire mission, really, is just to destroy things and get accustomed to firing. There are, however, a lot of things that the game doesn't explain about
Now we're getting
space combat, and I'm going to have to tell you that on later missions.
What I'm wondering is why we're hearing sound in space. Why can we hear the explosions?
Yeah, I know, but
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I've always maintained the thought that Star Wars is really more space fantasy rather than like science fiction, or science fiction rather than actual science or anything remotely real reflective of real life.
Hey, let's celebrate. I'll buy you a drink at Denari's Casino.
Denari's Casino?
But yes, that wouldn't make any sense, would it?
Colorful reputation.
Follow me, MK. You have the coordinates.
So again, this is one of those really easy missions. Really, you're not going to have any kind of trouble at all. What's weird, though, is that this mission actually does even have triggers for what happens if you get into trouble, or what happens if your ship takes a humongous amount of damage.
Welcome to Denari's.
And I'll show you what happens when that
Hey, is that
when that actually happens. What is probably supposed to happen.
Yeah, and they shot at you, didn't they?
Anyway, this is the same asshole that went and shot at Harlequin Station. And then once you immediately shoot at him, he flies away. And you can't fire upon him.
Contraster, you've just worn out your
But then you
welcome.
can destroy his guard.
Ceasefire at once. Settle your disputes elsewhere. Acknowledged. You were just...
Which also brings up a point on the mission goals in the lower right-hand corner. You see the score and the bonus. Depending on what the bonus is, you will get it. So destroying those two ships will grant you bonuses, which total to 160. I believe that your score will count towards what your rank will be in when you join the rebellion.
That wasn't too shabby. I guess you won't be so helpless out in the real world after all.
But okay, here's something that happened that was really interesting when I was recording this. So I'm back in the cockpit, but MK is still driving this thing. So no matter what I do, I can't pilot it at all. Okay. And then guess what happens? Emon actually will crash into me. And here's what he will say when the shield goes down. Here you can hear him getting closer.
I'm under attack. Watch your shield levels. You want to be fully charged. Increase your shield
I'm kind of
charge.
amazed that the ship didn't blow up, but I think I have under the default options, craft collision is off.
Huh.
So you can get damaged by hitting another ship, but you can't get destroyed.
Not too shabby. You've demonstrated pretty decent gunnery skills in the good old YT 1300. I guess we can trust you with some of the riskier jobs that sometimes come our way. You might actually be useful the next time some stinking group of pirates tries to jump one of our ships.
That is a nice souvenir you picked up in the last mission. By the sounds of it, we had better help out Aaron quickly. Listen to this.